my 6-week appointment today, and I don't know why I'm so nervous. It's just one of those things. Within those 6 weeks after you have a baby, it's super easy to get pregnant. Maybe that's why I'm nervous. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I'm pregnant, but yeah, anyways. So I have Kenny with me, and he's doing so good in the office. He's being super quiet. Everything went well. My doctor checked me, and she said I'm good to go. I'm good to resume normal activities. So super happy about that. I have not had my period yet, and my doctor said that is normal since I'm breastfeeding, but I did have some spotting maybe a few days ago, and she said she's concerned about it because that's a sign of pregnancy. So she told me to leave a urine sample, but I'm good. I'm not pregnant, y'all. But I think it may be my period trying to start. I think I may be one of those few people who does still get their period while they breastfeed. With Kai, I was breastfeeding, but I got the next one on birth control after I had him, so I actually bled for like 2 whole months with that birth control. So at this point, I'm kind of scared of birth control. I don't want to get on birth control. Like I said, whenever I was on the Nexplanon, I bled for like 2 months and ended up having to get it out because I also developed acne all over my body from the birth control. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm done with this. So at this point, I think I'm just going to do the natural method and track my cycles on a period tracking app and just be super safe around the time of ovulation or whatever, because I don't plan on having any more kids, or definitely no time soon. But we are at Starbucks right now, and Kenny started crying in the back, so I had to reach back there and put my car in park to put his pacifier in his mouth. He probably is getting hungry right now. I'm super thirsty. I'm thirsty all day. Whenever you breastfeed, you tend to be thirstier more than usual, so I'm getting some Starbucks. And can y'all believe for a cookie and a drink I paid $9? This is why I'm about to be completely done with Starbucks, because that is too expensive. I'm not ready to go home yet, so I decided to come to this shopping center, and there's like a park area, and I think I'm just gonna feed Kenny here. But for you moms who have small kids, don't use the excuse of I have my kids so I can't go out. No. Grab the baby, grab the stroller, grab a diaper bag, and get out of the house, because it definitely makes a huge difference. And it's so nice out here. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's definitely the perfect weather. And he's actually sleeping right now, but it is time for him to eat, so I'm just gonna go ahead and feed him. But it feels so good to be out. I love snuggling with him. I'm so happy. I'm glad that it's also not crowded out here. And if you're like me and have anxiety, just FaceTime one of your friends or family members while you're out. I mean, it kind of helps me a little bit. I also still get anxiety when recording in public. I don't know why. I'm still getting used to vlogging and YouTubing whenever I'm out in public, but I'm glad that I'm able to feed him out here. Like I said, it's not too crowded. I am still so thirsty right now. And you know how I went to Starbucks before I came here? Yeah, so tell me why I took like 3 sips of that drink and it's completely gone. My plan was to get it and sip on it while I was out here, but I drank all of it. So Starbucks, shame on you. The sun is going down a little bit, so I think I'm gonna burp him and then we're gonna head out. But y'all, I was so irritated. I know y'all see that soccer ball behind me. There were little kids playing soccer behind me. I was waiting for a soccer ball to hit Kenny and I would have spazzed on them. I don't care if their parents were behind me. But it's like, why are y'all playing soccer right here? But instead of going back to Starbucks, I decided to come to Dutch Bros because it is a little bit cheaper than Starbucks. And in my opinion, I feel like Dutch Bros is better. So I'm getting me a drink. Marcus said he also wanted a drink, so I'm picking him up one. And we're gonna head home because at this point the sun is going down. And I hate the fact that it gets dark so early now. I hate that it makes the days go by so fast. But we made it home. Kai and Marcus also made it home at the same time as us. So I'm about to plug in the Christmas tree. Yes, I have my Christmas tree up. I don't care. I had my Christmas tree up since November 1st because I like Christmas. That's my favorite holiday. But it feels good to be home. And it looks like Kenny spit up all over his clothes. So I'm definitely gonna have to change him. I feel like I have to change Kenny's clothes at least 5 times a day because he's always spitting up on his clothes. Even though I do put a bib on him, sometimes it still gets on his clothes. I also need to make a trip to Kid pretty soon because he is starting to grow out of his newborn clothes. I think 0 to 3 month will fit him a lot better. So pretty soon I will go to Kid and get him some new clothes because, for you guys who don't know, I like to thrift kids' clothes. I don't care. They just grow out of clothes so fast. So what's the point in me spending hundreds of dollars on kids' clothes when they're gonna grow out of it within a month or two? So Kenny ended up going to sleep, so I came in here to spend some time with Marcus. I know that you guys don't see him a lot, but he is here. We do live together. He just doesn't really care to be on camera that much. After Kai was about 1 year old, me and Marcus, we did end up separating for about a year, but we would still have family time, we would still hang out, and we would still spend time with each other. I'm not here to say that my relationship is perfect because it's not. It's far from it. We're still working on a lot in our relationship, and then having 2 small kids, you know, it's kind of hard for us to really spend time together. Something I've always struggled with in relationships is communication. I am someone, I struggle with opening up and saying exactly how I feel. I don't know why. Maybe I have a fear of being judged or have a fear of being misunderstood, because sometimes I feel like, why do I feel like this? I'd be asking myself, why do I feel like this? Like, this makes no sense to me. So I feel like to the next person, it's not going to make sense either. But I don't know, it takes time. It's something I'm working through. I am thinking about starting therapy pretty soon, so we'll see. But as you can see, I am doing some self-care right now, and this is much needed. I'm actually doing my shower routine, so this feels really good. Kenny is still sleeping, and if he does wake up, Marcus said that he will handle it. So I'm just doing some self-care, washing my face, doing my skincare routine because this is definitely needed. I have not been consistent with my self-care routine just because a lot of days I don't have the time or energy to just take this time out to myself. But today I'm taking advantage of the time that I do have, and it feels good to do this every now and then, even if you pick a day out of the week to have some self-care. I also need to get my nails done pretty soon, so I might ask my mom if she can watch Kenny and Kai while I go get that done. Taking time out for yourself and not forgetting about yourself is definitely going to help to prevent postpartum depression. For you guys who don't know, I went through postpartum depression with Kai and it sucked. It was terrible. Some days I feel like I'm sinking into postpartum depression, but some days I feel like I'm okay. For me, it really snuck up on me with Kai, so I'm hoping that does not happen this time around. But me just remembering who I am outside of being a mom and just keeping up with my self-care, I think will help. And also, like I mentioned earlier, me going to therapy, I think that'll also help. Because I do have some internal things that I need to work through. I have some healing that I need to do. So I just have a lot of shit. But I'm giving myself grace during this time because, I mean, I did have a baby over a month ago. So, I mean, I'm going through a lot. My body's trying to get back to normal. Mentally, my hormones are still kind of all over the place. I'm emotional. I don't get sleep at night. So I have to give myself grace during this time. But thank you guys for watching. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for being here. Feel free to comment on what type of content you guys want to see. I'm definitely an open book, and I love to show you guys my everyday life. So stay tuned for future videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.